The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cut down. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your number one fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be.
back now on EA Sports at Venerable Soldier Field here in Chicago. It's the Bears in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Williams. And that is caught. They're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the point after try for Santos. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that's a big number. It is going to be touchdown pass number 50 for him on the year. Just 5 shy now of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for most touchdown passes in one season. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the
Yellow, 22.
They'll look to throw. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, They go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, let's be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Packers, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Shake a shiny place, let you someone for all his face. So full of face, I just wanna get it up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hands up in the sky, and we keep getting the magic down, that you cannot deny. We're glowing light, keep shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. When we wanna go up and down. We're moving on around. We're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show. Goes up and down. Let me open the door. blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the brick. Talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got the get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Oh!
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the south. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Come on.
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto Vanessa, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass.
They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys won't have to worry about traveling come playoff time. That's a great thing. They've already clinched the #1 seed in the NFC. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 11 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in. That was big tight end. And it gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here we go.
Love from the gun. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
32.
7-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So that touchdown pass number 51 for him on the year. And it moves him past 2 guys at 50, 2 of the best ever, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Brady had 50 in 2007, and Mahomes did it in 2018. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
The previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Love throwing for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Hey, look at this Packers defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object, the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Ravens.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 6-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other. Side.
Okay, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
Throwing. Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, go Fury. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 66 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And with just 2 weeks left in the regular season, you can see he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready. Red 38.
They called out a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Set, ready. 10 black. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to get this to about the but that is well short of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
50, green, ready.
He'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. For a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A 1st down carry for Henry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
I'm going to go.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jackson. They'll try and do this. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they actually utilize what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Down. Red, 38.
Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 52, ready?
Final play of the half, Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And his throw here is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Hope you're all having a very happy holiday season as we run through these final few games of the calendar year 2025. Here are the highlights. Our journey through the NFL starts now. And it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the Broncos in the AFC West. And this is Rashee Rice. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a...
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Let's go. 10 black. Hut.
Love, they go play action now. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack in the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
33, yellow. Set.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Go.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that's going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now it's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down, Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. Now a run here up, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And this completes to Henry over the middle. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. from the gun on third down. Jackson, he'll try to pick it up himself. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
Will set up for the 2.
Willis will try and throw for this. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. 2nd and a couple. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. On the counter, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 15-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Now he's going to step up and run. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. A heck of a move.
Man.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now this throw deep for Kraft. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Packers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. McManus for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because
Jensen hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the Ravens' 11-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. Willis to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody don't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No. Okay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Jackson going to keep it. And he would take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Steven.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.